Hello, welcome. I'm going to show you the walkthrough of how I made this jingle. So let me play it to you. The best music, favorite station, right here. It's a short, sweet and simple one. So I'll go ahead and mute all of these tracks so that I can then unmute them and show you how I built this up. I thought I'd try doing a tutorial this way because sometimes it's a bit long and you guys, I think, drop off a little bit. So let's try. So we'll mute those. And it all started with this string section, which I played on the, it's not a keyboard, what do you call it? Controller, MIDI controller. And I use Native Instruments Complete. And this is the string pack that comes with that. There is an EQ on that track, and those are the settings there. I tend to cut around 200. If I reset this, you can hear. It's quite subtle, but it all works out in the end. So I then introduced these kick drums, so I'll unmute those. Nothing fancy there. Let me zoom in a little. Literally just drop them in place. I cut one to give it a little roll. As you can see. Again, a little EQ. I've done a little boost. Another cut at 200. So without that. And with it. It sounds a little brighter. And then down here, we've got a clap. So, yeah. Just lots of little elements to bring the thing together. So on the clap, again, I've got a EQ, but just cutting out the low end. And with it. Again, not a lot of difference. And that is getting bussed to a reverb. Let me bring up the mixing window. The reverb is a Logic Pro stock plugin. That's it right there. So yeah, that's bussed there. Some of my other instruments are sent to the same reverb. Okay, this is the bass. Call it bass. It is bass. It's more of a sound effect, but I played that in as well. This is from Native Instruments Complete. This, I believe, was from Massive. So let me just solo that for a moment. So it was a straight sounding bass, but I slowed the end down. So if I don't slow it, adds a nice little effect there. Again, this one is being just a little EQ. There it is. Yeah, so that's it for the bass. And then I've got this hit. It was a snare drum. I put some reverb on it, and then I bounced it. And I've done the same slowdown effect on that as well. So. And there it is in solo. So yeah, there you have that. Again, that's got some EQ. There's the settings. And then this is me just shouting the word hey. And I've layered it. So here's the first one. Second one. And the third one. Yeah, I've got one panned to the center, then one left, one right. They are sent to a bus. The output, is sent to the bus where you've got an EQ. Settings look like this. And a compressor, which this is the Logic stock one. Settings look like that. I've got a ratio 3. Well, no, it's about 4:1. threshold -40. I always have the fast attack. And then that brings us on to the sung part here. It's the same method. I've got 3 tracks, only this time I've got one that's sang like this. Music right here. I copied and pasted that, and then I changed the pitch so you have something that sounds like this. I will pop it in solo. Music right here. On its own, it sounds a bit shit. And this is the other one, sounds like this in solo. Music right here. Music right here. Okay, so all together you have something that sounds like music right here. So I changed the pitch and all of that rubbish with Melodyne. For those of you that aren't aware of Melodyne, I use it for all my vocals because I am a shit singer. When you load your vocals in, they look like this. Music right here. So you can do things like this. Music right here. Or you could just move one. Music right here. So yeah, that's Melodyne. If you're working with a lot of vocals, that can get really intense, but it's great. And then finally, here's my piece of voiceover to go in there as well. The best music, favorite station, right here. And that is it. So on the voiceover, what have I got? I put Melodyne, because I do tend to tune my voiceover. Not a lot, not always, but sometimes I find it just helps. Here it is with, I'll solo the voice and I'll turn the Melodyne off so you can hear it. The best favorite station. And with it, the best favorite station. Not sure if you can hear a huge difference there or not, but it does just kind of tighten it up a little bit. I've then got a noise gate. That's the guy there, just to stop all the background noise. Without it, you've got this. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to be doing a great... Oh, it's turned it off, that's why. There you go. Off, on. There you go. Right, okay, next I've got a EQ. Cut loads around the 200, then a little boost, and mostly cut at the bottom, keeping a little bit of the low end right there. So then it goes to a, what do you call it? Compressor. Loads of compression. We've got about 3-to-1 ratio. We've got the threshold wound up, fast attack, slow release. This one is Waves. It's in the Waves Gold Bundle plugin. Plugin bundle, should I say? Idiot. Then I've got a Tube EQ, follows that. This is the Logic stock. There's loads of other ones out there you can go for. Again, I've just got a bit of a high boost there, between 8 and 10 kilohertz. And I got a slight low boost, just below 100. De-esser, obviously to cut the sibilance out. And that goes to the bus. It goes to another compressor, which is this one right here. My voiceover mic that I'm using right now is also running through this compressor, as you can see the needle bouncing around. It just helps tie everything together. I mean, you can hear as I turn it off, turn it on, little bit something going on there. each plugin that I add brings kind of a little amount, but when you've got the whole lot together, mad. Anyway, on the stereo output, I've got another EQ, slightly boosting the highs, slightly boosting the low, and another little cut around the 200. The 200 always brings a really horrible boxy feel. That's why I always like to cut around there. And then you got the limiter, which makes it nice and loud. So yeah, there you go. I'll play it once more, and that's your lot. Well, maybe it'd help if I didn't have it in solo. The best music, favourite station, right here. And there you go. If you've got any questions, let me know, and I'll see what I can do to answer them. Thanks a lot.